Welcome back to Creasonomics with your host, Mr. Gray. I just want to thank you for tuning in today. So many sneakers dropped this year, and there were some that everybody loved that I didn't love, and of course there was some that everybody loved that I did love. But there was one that I was like, I pre-ordered it, and at the time I pre-ordered, they didn't actually have an exact photo of what it would look like, but they let you know it was this shoe and it's coming. So I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order it for the pre-order price, and I'm gonna hope that when it drops, it drops and it looks nice. Well, when the real photos came out of this sneaker, I hated it. I was like, God, that thing is ugly, and that's just how I felt. Well, my pre-order finally came in, and I'm be honest with you, once I got my hands on it, I was like, okay, well, never mind. It does look good. It wasn't, of course, it wasn't like the first version that came out. So, of course, you probably haven't guessed yet, but it was the Union collab. So, of course, last year, the Jordan 1 Union, the Jordan 1 Unions came out, in two different colors. I wanted that, what was it? The one with not the one with the blue in it, but the one with, I guess, the gray and the black in it. I wanted that one bad. I wanted it bad, but I didn't want to sell anything to get it, and I didn't want to pay aftermarket. Regardless, so when this year happened, I was like, okay, it's Union. I got to get it, even if I don't know what it looks like. Well, my pre-order finally came in, and I'm being honest with you, I didn't like it, like I said, when I saw the photos come out, but once I realized once I got it in hand, it wasn't even the photos that did it for me. I got this in hand and I was like, these are fire. Of course, the box is fire. Here you got Michael Jordan's hands right here at the top, reaching out through the Union symbol. And I know you can't wear a box, but sometimes like 5% of me is somewhat molded and pushed by the box. I won't pay more for a sneaker because of the box, but I like the sneaker experience of opening the box. So when it's a box that doesn't just have the generic look, it feels a little bit better. Just saying. But the touches were great. So of course, on the wax paper, you got Jordan here. That right there, I was like, oh, you got me. And I almost, before I even opened it, I almost said to myself, you know what? I like this sneaker. But I was still to the point where I was like, I don't like this sneaker. But once again, I was still opening it up. I had only seen pictures on the internet. So I was opening up the sneaker and I was like, I'm going to use this as trade bait to get something I really want. Heck, get the Jordan 1. I could trade up and pay extra money to get the Jordan 1. And then I pulled it out. And I was like, okay. So I am a sucker for some non-white soles. When I say non-white soles, I mean if it's off-white, if it's cream, whatever. For some reason, I'm a sucker for those. When it was in hand, this thing just seemed to come together for me. Of course, the main thing people always been complaining about ever since they first saw the shoes online was this tongue. How this tongue here, get on out. This extra. There we go. How the tongue right there is sewed into the shoe. Everybody's complaining, and I get it. It makes it look weird. Not something I can't get used to over time, depending on the type of pants you wear. If you have joggers on that close up at the bottom at the ankle, then this might look a little weird. Actually, it doesn't. In hand, this shoe is a lot better. If this is a shoe you've been contemplating on, I don't know if I want to get it. I don't know if I want to pay aftermarket. Just to throw it out there, the price of this, and like I said, I paid pre-order, so I paid about maybe $4 something, but this shoe right now is selling for about $6 something. I'm not selling it. I love it. I thought it was going to be one of my trade bait sneakers, but it's not going to be. But it's at the price it's at right now. It's really not a bad purchase compared to, when I say compared to other, not to people like, oh my God, 600 is a lot. Yeah, 600 is a lot. But when you compare it to what the other Jordan ones are doing from last year, they're all over 1,000 or close to 2,000. Then this one, comparably so, is not near as bad to purchase if you compare it to those. Now, let's talk about the guava colorway. I had always initially from the beginning like the guava colorway. I did not get it. I was not paying aftermarket, and it was not available for pre-order. If it would have been, I would have purchased it, but it wasn't. This one was. I did not like it when I found out what the colors were going to be, but I can say I'm clearly in love with it. I like how they have the Jordan with the Union. Let's see. The Jordan with the Union writing right there on the insole. Like I said, people really hate and have been untying, of course, the threading here, holding the tongue down, which of course we all know if you own a Jordan 4, it's typically, of course, the tongue is always sticking up. But I'm being honest with you, I love them so much that actually doesn't bother me. For a traditionalist, which I typically would say I am, an OG, I should have a problem with that. But for some reason, that tongue is it's not hurting my feelings at all. This shoe did come together perfectly. I still think out of the two, the Guava is the better pair. The Guava is going for more aftermarket right now. I'm not gonna pay that price. Like I said, if it would have been available in pre-orders, I would have absolutely got it. Wow, the toe box on these is incredibly soft. I mean, you can see it's. And like I said, if you don't have these in hand, then this video may be useful to you if you've been trying to figure out, hey, should I pull the trigger at 6 something? I mean, I'm almost willing to guarantee these are going to be at, if you want it at its lowest price, probably now would be the best time. By next year, you probably won't be able to get these below 800, and by 2022, I doubt these are going to be below 1,000. So if this is something you want and you're just waiting for the right moment, the right moment, in my personal opinion, is actually right now. One other thing I like too, and I know y'all gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's so trivial and so ridiculous." You like the sneaker over that? I take my hang tag. I can't wear. I'm happy for you people who can wear a hang tag on a sneaker. That crap annoys me. Even in my off-whites, it annoys the holy crap out of me. I always take them off, but I use them as decorations here in the man cave and the sneaker library to just kind of adorn a certain area I have over there. So anyway, this right here is going to be over here. It's going to be hanging out with the rest of them. So I do love this hang tag. Like I said, I can't rock with it on a shoe like that. That junk will drive me insane. Anyway, I'm not going to hold you guys much longer. Like I said, this shoe is fire. And if you've been holding out, trying to figure out if you should get it or not, I say the hold is no longer. You want to get them at the prices they are now. They've, as far as I'm concerned, they actually, I think, were a slight bit lower. If you would have bought them like maybe a month or 2 months ago, I think they were in the 5s at the time for aftermarket, but I think they've creeped up to the 6s if I remember correctly. Once again, I never was willing to buy aftermarket, so they met their level off price, and they're slowly going up. By next year, you won't get them for less than 800. By this time next year, and then the year after that, you won't get them for less than 1,000. That's a guarantee. So if you want these, the Jordan 4 Unions, they are hot. They are amazing. They're not the Jordan 1s, but in hand, if you were not sure by just the photos you saw online, these are fire in hand. Once again, I just want to thank you for tuning in. Mr. Gray out.